Hello and welcome. You're watching the Hans India. I am Gyanushalab Malik and I'm here at Eugenix Hair Sciences and I have with me the expert, the hair expert, I'd like to say, Dr. Pradeep Sethi. Hello, sir. Welcome to the Hans India.
Hello, madam. Hello.
Before I begin, during the last event when I met Azhar, he said that you see half of the men in this room have hair because of Dr. Pradeep. How do you take that compliment?
Yes, we have been doing hair restorations in 2010. And 2010, we stopped doing other cosmetic procedures so that we could focus only on hair. And our company's name is Eugenix Hair Sciences. So we focus only on hair. So with one pointed focus, with close to 350 people, more than 15 doctors, and the research, the lot of R&D, all those things that we do, that led us to kind of a point where a lot of people who want scientific work, who want artistic work with scientific background, so they come to us. So yeah, most of the demanding people in this country, they all come to Eugenix, whether it is Bombay, Delhi, Hyderabad, Bhubaneswar. So yes, when you go to any kind of events or parties or any kind of thing, most of the people they don't have a second choice. They say that we have to come to Eugenix and Dr. Pradeep, Dr. Arika.
Lovely, because as we know in India still we have this stereotype of beauty associated with hair. So you cannot go wrong with it. Do you have that kind of pressure when you deal with high profile clients?
It is not only with high profile, with everybody. Everybody is high profile in his own ways, and so we have to do the best for that person. That can happen. That is known to me. So we cannot compromise on that. It is the way I treat the procedure of Mohammed Shami, the way I treat let's say Shankar Mahadevan or Azharuddin or Ravi Shastri or Boney Kapoor. The same way we treat every patient they come to us. The science is same. And the artistry is, of course, it is customized for everybody, but we have to be diligent, we have to be focused, we have to do the best that we know. We cannot kind of cut the corners just because he is a big demanding celebrity or he is a big industrialist versus somebody who is, who is not as famous. But everybody, God is in everybody, and their aspirations, their demands are the same. So we don't compromise for anything for anybody.
That is why do it once, do it right.
Yes. True. Do it once, do it right. So we encourage people to do their research, meet multiple doctors, multiple past patients, go to online, try and go to different patient forums.
Do your own research.
Research. Don't jump. If you jump, then you will do a mistake. If you are just cutting the corners in your research, then there is a big chance that you will do a mistake. If you are kind of jumping for a nearby clinic which is geographically nearby or which is very cheap, there is a big chance that you will do a mistake. And people who jump for this kind of cheap prices in Turkey, we end up doing their corrective procedures. We fix them later. It is very difficult. So I would say spend at least 1 year. This is no emergency. Yeah, doing a transplant not emergency. You can plan it electively. So do your research and go to somebody or some clinic or center and their best out of big time science, and they're artistically very kind of customized. And if they can give you a lot of references, if you got big, they have a great reputation on scientific forums, then choose them.
Like you said, people when come, they also must come to you with so many fears and so many myths that is there relating to hair transplant. What is the common myth that people come with?
Yeah, so the most common myth with people who are a little bit more well informed is they say the transplant hairs are kind of that is solution for baldness. Answer is not. If you are balding, then transplant will give you coverage of that area. But the areas which are can potentially become bald later, you cannot fix that with transplant. You have to go for medications, or sometimes you have to keep changing the baldness. So that is one of the biggest myths nowadays. We have to kind of clear that transplant is not answer for baldness. It is a holistic approach, medications as well as transplants. Then a lot of people think transplant hairs are permanent. That is not 100% true. Transplant hair can also thin later. That can also thin depending on person to person. We should be aware that they could eventually thin because of aging, because of many factors. So be prepared for that. So these are like high level scientific points I told you, but there are many more myths on a daily basis that we fix them.
Right. it does not mean that if you have gotten this hair transplant, doesn't mean that you will not take care of what you're eating, how you are taking care of your body, or how active you are physically. Those things you have to do, right?
That is, of course, without any saying. There is no brainer. You have to have a healthy lifestyle.
To have a
Your
healthy hair.
healthy, yeah. The hair is part of body.
Yeah.
If your organs are not healthy, your skin is not healthy, how your hair is going to be healthy?
Right.
Your hair is a direct reflection of your internal organs. Your kidney, liver, GI system, everything, bone marrow, and what you eat, what you consume, what you burn, the calories, everything. Hair is part of body only. No? Hair, skin is the largest organ of the body, and hair is part of the skin.
Right. When you have patients who come to you, what do you see as the main reason for most of the hair losses that we have in the country right now?
Young kids and girls like you,
Exactly.
the most common cause for their hair loss is lack of protein.
But we are the gym savvy generation, is what we have told. Protein shakes and
So protein shakes, everything is great, but you have to calculate whether you are getting the right kind of protein, at least 1 gram per kg per day. If that you are getting, then you are really supplying the main nutrient that is going to give the health to the hair. Other than that, then you have to also take care of other vitamins, vitamin D3, zinc, riboflavin, biotin. All those things are important. And of course, having everything, if you don't have a right sleep, if you have got something, if your life is not a balanced life, whatever you ignore in your life, that will become a bottleneck in your life later. So if you don't have a good sleep, but you are consuming everything, but your exercises are not good. Let's say exercise is good, but sleep is not good. Then something is compromised. Your health is compromised. So also your hair.
wow. So we need everything in place. It is not just that if you take care of one aspect of life and the other is like hampered, it is not going to work like that. And even for hair transplant, it is not something that you get it done and you have a full head of hair for your life.
Yes, it 100%. Like it has to be a balanced life, good work, gratitude, healthy life, sleep, right kind of nutrients, both macronutrients, micronutrients. If all those things are happening, then only you will enjoy very great hair like your hair.
Thank you for calling my hair great. That's a compliment that I have right here from the hair expert.
You have got good hair.
Thank you so much. So you have made my day. Now we have this special event going on right now. What is your expectation from this? And what are you expecting people come to you with? What questions and how you're going to help them?
Yeah, so this event is all about like what we're going to do is, of course, once you got hair, let's say you had less hair, you got a transplant, you got good hair. Once you get hair, you should know how to style it. Hair transplants are not perfect. You will not get that density you had before your hair loss. So with whoever does and how many times of transplant you do, like Boney Kapoor, he got a great outcome. We have done another sitting to increase the density. Whatever we do, with the density will not be as great as the pre-bald density. In that case, somebody has to learn how to style them, how to create that illusion so that it is not looking bald. Right. So yes, just to kind of add to hair transplant, if somebody knows how to style it well, then he can carry himself in the best way possible for his hair. So that's what we're going to teach today.
Lovely. And that's the most of the FAQs that you've answered today right here. Thank you so much for doing this with us. Before I leave you, what do you owe this success of DHT? That's your method.
Yes, so see this DST, there is a direct hair transplantation which we invented in 2012 and published in 2013. We gave to the whole world. Is a very kind of scientific way of doing so that the efficiency of transplant improves. And earlier, the maximum success rate in most of the experienced hands was up to 85-90%. And once the DST came, and people who have mastered this technique, the efficiency has jumped to 98-99%. So that's the gift of India to the world in the science of hair restoration.
Thank you so much for the gift. I would rightly give the credit where it's due. You are the hair expert, as I said. Thank you so much for doing this with us and hope to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. That was Dr. Pradeep Sethi with us. And with that, he has answered so many FAQs and busted so many myths about hair transplant. Stay tuned to the Hans India for more news and updates. I am Gyanushala Malik signing off.